I thought the people you had in this film, the examples, they were brilliant. I absolutely could connect with every single one of their stories, especially when they brought in a step parent. And how did, because I remember it saying in the documentary that you posted on Facebook that you'd be, creating something like this or something along those lines, and you had a crazy amount of responses to that. Is that how you found your participants in this documentary, or did you have them before that Facebook post?
So that's a great question. So with the Erasing Family documentary, I found the participants after I had the idea. So I
Okay.
had already made a film called Erasing Dad or Borrando Papa in Argentina. And when I
Yeah.
left Argentina in 2014, I wanted to make a follow-up film.
Hmm.
And again, whenever I start a project, the first thing I just start doing is talking to people. So I basically talked to people who were activists or who are doing public posting,
Hmm.
to get kind of an idea of what the situation in the United States was like.
Right.
Then because none of the people I talked to I thought would make good characters in a film, because to be a character in a documentary, you not only have to have a great story, you have to be good on camera,
Yes.
and the story ideally should be happening as you film it.
Hmm.
So something that happened 10 years ago is not as good as something that's happening now. Of course, with some of the families who I talked to, the divorce happened 10 years ago, but the reuniting is happening in front of the
Right.
camera.
Right.
So when I made Erasing Dad, social media wasn't a big thing.
Mm.
So I was like, how do I find these people? And it was all through word of mouth, going to
Right.
courthouses, meetings. But with social media, there's good and bad things about social media.
Yes.
It's great if you want to find people.
Yeah, it
You can
is.
find anyone in the world or any type of person. And I just started to post, I'm looking for families, and I got so many responses.
Yeah.
Um, to this day, the Erasing Family social media page has 33,000 followers.
Wow. That's
They're
crazy.
very active. If I do a short video, I'll get hundreds of comments sometimes. So there's a lot of people who are very desperate to tell their stories
Hmm.
and who are very desperate for help. And that's what I try to capture in Erasing Family. So even though I focused on a few stories, and there's a lot more that I filmed that didn't make it into the film, of course.
Right.
At the end, it was very important to me to have those short videos of everybody saying what they had gone through.
Yeah.
Because what I didn't want to do, and this is a film decision, like an aesthetic decision.
Hmm.
Most filmmakers would say focus on one story and tell the world through that story.
Right.
Mhm.
I really didn't want to do that because I didn't want to think this was the viewer to walk away with, wow, that is one crazy family.
Right.
So that was a choice where a lot of filmmakers like, why didn't you stick with one family? It would have been a deeper film. But I didn't want someone to say like, wow, the Jones family, they're really messed up and they made a lot of mistakes. I wanted people to see that this is a problem with the system.